Hello, friends. Hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for FRM and CFA exam. We have with us one of our students who has been able to clear the FRM Level 1 in May 2023 attempt. And he's going to be talking about his experience of clearing the exam in first attempt and the challenges that he faced and how he was being able to manage the exam clearing. So we have with us Animesh. Thank you very much, Animesh, for joining us. And if you can
Thank you
tell
very much,
us
sir.
a brief about yourself with respect to when did you started the preparation for FRM, and also what were you doing at that point in time, and what was the number of a year of experience?
Okay. Uh, Hello, everyone. I am Animesh Ranjan. I am currently employed in Bank of India, and I am working as senior manager there for last 10 years.
Mhm.
And right now, I am in administrative office, looking into monitoring section of bank, credit
Okay.
monitoring especially. So I started around November preparation. I, I thought I could be able to do that in up to May in 4 or 5 months. And initially, I was just reading out. Initially, I was reading FRM original books, and but that was not helping me a lot. Mm, Then I
Okay.
joined Fintelligents, and then I decided to streamline the studies because going without a plan was not helping me. I wasted
Mhm.
actually initial 1 or 1.5 months. Just by studying, I was not able to grasp everything. There was a lot of confusion, and I was in job also, sir, so I was not able to give so much time. The time which
Okay.
is required, I was able to study after 8 or 9 p.m. Although I was able to continue it for later nights, 2, 3 a.m. But I was not getting confidence that I will be able to clear it or not. So when I
Got it.
joined Fintelligence after some Google and after something, some research, when I contacted you and I joined Fintelligence, when I started preparation properly, then I was able to get things done. Then I was able to grasp things, and my confidence also built up afterwards. Then I was ready for my exam, sir.
Okay. Now, one important question: why did you start FRM? Any motivating
Yeah.
factor? Or
Yes, sir. Actually, being a banking professional, we always get some capacity building circulars and everything which bank wants their employees to do to improve their
okay.
learning skills and to get better in their own profile. So during COVID time, I was there. I was doing. I have already completed International Trade Finance course of IIBF,
Hmm.
but that is very pretty easy. I mean, that didn't help me anywhere. It was just like another
Okay.
exam, and I cleared it in 15-20 days. For FRM, I was searching for a long time for in career in risk management. I was looking for various circulars. I got my bank circular on GARP and Prima, professional risk management,
Yes.
and FRM from GARP. There are several other institutions, other courses also. And then
Hmm.
I developed some instinct. I developed some interest in FRM, in risk management. So I started to think about it, learn more about it, how the things will go, and I decided to go for FRM because I thought
Okay.
this will help me in my career. I've had already been 10 years in banking, and I am already at a good stage, but I want to move ahead. Matlab,
Upskill
just for
yourself, and yeah.
upskill myself. And okay, banking is good, but it's hectic, and uh, we don't get so much time for study. That is the main issue while preparation.
Yeah, I understand.
Or
Every banker right now who is also with me, they also face the same challenge. The time is a big constraint for them. But
big big
let
constraint.
me ask you, let me ask you one more question. So when you started with us, I think so November end, you started, right? So what was the
Yes, sir.
order of preparation? Did you follow the week by week order that was given to you?
Sir, I was very confused initially because I
Hmm.
went through 1 or 2 books of FRM and core books, which we call, but I was not able to get the things were pretty clear with me. So when I joined Fintelligence, I talked to you, obviously. Everybody who joined may have been talking to you. I talked to you, and you tell me to follow the week by week bifurcation, which there this is the which already is the schedule is there in the videos, and I follow
Mm.
exactly the same pattern which was given there. I didn't skip anything. I didn't jump to anywhere. I follow the pattern which was there in the video schedule, because I know that the time was very less. I didn't go for
Mm.
any experiment, any other thing. I just followed the pattern which was there. And
Okay.
then I realized that yes, the things are connected in different books. It is not the matter that you start one book and complete it. You follow one topic and you complete
Mm.
topic wise, whether it is connected in one, book two, book three, or book four. And that schedule was very, very good. It was very connected, and I was able to complete topics around
Okay.
whenever I started one topic, I was able to complete it thoroughly from all the books. That helped me a lot. And I had a habit of writing. I cannot study without writing. So I had
Mm.
written everything. I have written line by line treasure books in my, just to because I it
Okay.
was my habit when I was studying, also when I was in school, I was in engineering. uh, yeah, this is my study pattern. I used to write, because without writing
Okay.
I cannot
Okay.
just listen and I cannot grasp anything. This is my matlab, learning style. That's why I was
Okay.
able to write it so much that I was able to grasp it.
Okay. And
And I
how much time on a daily basis you were giving once you joined us?
sir, initially I was able to give 4 hours, 9 to 1
Okay.
in the night, because I had to go
Okay.
office again. And in the weekends also, I didn't get time to study a lot, because in the weekends I used to do some uh, matlab, homework and domestic schedules, domestic course, and because I had a family
Right.
also to look after.
Right.
And since I'm away from my family, I have to look everything in the weekends also.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
not the matter that it was not the fact that I was studying too much during weekends. No, I was studying during my working days only. I was able to grasp everything
Okay.
and do everything in my working days.
Okay. And when did you complete your first reading of the content? That means everything was done first, one time.
I was able to complete in April
Okay.
first week only.
And you, when you were
And
preparing,
I,
you were,
yes,
yeah. No, no, please go ahead.
uh, in first week of April, sir, and I opted for the last day of exam, because I wanted most of the time for revision. I was not very confident. I was just thinking that exam can be postponed or whatever. I was thinking that I have done only two mocks. I have done only two GAR
Mm, mm.
papers. Whether I will be able to clear or not. There were so many things in my mind. I thought that 1 month more will be very good. I will be able to clear everything, but I didn't want to schedule my exam. So I opted for the last day, 19th of May. I chose, and last session, second session, not even first. So I was the last one to give the exam for FRM level one, and in that November.
Okay.
And
Now, when you were preparing, so you were watching the video, reading the textbook, and what about the question bank?
sir, whatever there was in the after videos question banks, 15 questions, 30 questions, whatever was there in the video, I was solving that, and I
Uh-huh.
was moving to the next chapter. I was not
Okay.
solving any other question bank. I was not following any other schedule or any other material which was available, because time was very much an issue. I was wanting to complete the syllabus plus first, core reading and everything should be first completed. Yeah, I got
Okay.
some time for mock papers, but still I was not totally able to solve everything. There was some
What
issues,
about
so I
sectional
read
tests?
again.
Sectional
Yeah,
tests, did you
sectional
do?
test.
Did you?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I did sectional test also,
Okay.
because I got time for that also. But problem with me was that there was a lack of confidence. But I read everything. Everything was in my mind, because if any problem I was not able to solve, numerical problem, then I got that the formulas are still to be remember, or I am missing
Okay.
something.
You were doubting. You were doubting
Yeah,
yourself, basically.
yeah, I was doubting that I am not completely ready for the exam.
Okay. Okay. And then, how many mocks you solved?
So total four from two from Fintelligents, and two mocks from GAR papers, two the
Oh,
core GAR
okay.
papers which were released later on.
Right.
And
And
I
what was the
was
average score that you were getting?
uh, I was getting 55. In one mock I got 55. GARP in second mock I got 57. In Switzer mocks I solved that also. In Switzer mocks I got 65 and 70. But when I moved to
Mhm.
GARP mock, I realized that the level of questions are far more above
Slightly
the
tough.
Switzer. Yes, slightly tough. So GARP papers were very good. GARP papers also helped me to clear the exam because GARP papers I solved 10 days before the examination, and I got an instinct that whatever, so there are some things that I was lagging. I repeatedly practiced those numericals and some theory also so that I was able to
Mhm.
grasp it more. And that really helped
Okay.
because four or five questions were directly related to the questions from the GARP mock papers. Directly related.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
And when you when you had completed mock papers, what was the confidence level? 55 score.
Sir,
What?
I was just before the examination, a day or two before the examination, I was pretty confident that now I can give the exam. This was not in my mind that
Okay.
I will clear it. I was not thinking in that way. I was just going to give the exam because the more I was thinking, the
Mm.
more it was like a depression or a negative environment I was creating. I took 5 days leave and 2 days was Saturday Sunday. I take 7 days leave and I wanted to go for the exam, just thoroughly reading everything. And I was pretty confident that I have done my part. Whatever
Right.
justice I can do to my schedule, I have done it for the examination.
O-
There was no
Okay.
guilt in my
And
mind
then
that I was given less time or something like that.
okay. And then when you went to the exam, what happened in that first 1 hour of the exam?
Yes. Sir, when I went to the Indore was my center. I went to the center. There were only four students. I was the first to be there. I reached 1.5 hours before so that there should not be any panic or because the traffic is also Indore traffic is also very high. So I wanted to just be in time and I reached well before
Hmm.
time. I was sitting and when I started the exam, only four students were there and we didn't talk to each other. Nobody was talking. They was just simply sitting. And when we started the exam, my strategy was pretty different because I was thinking that I will complete. I I wanted to attend all the questions, all 100 questions. I just don't want to leave anything. So I started with theory. Whatever numerical, easy or hard, I just skipped it in the first hour. And my question paper was though I was able to give in the last, I was giving the last paper of the GARP. So I was already in the Telegram group of Fintelligents. I was checking what was the pattern. So many students were already giving the examinations. They were discussing everything. I came to know that 80%, 25, 75% is the numerical and theory ratio. My paper, when I started, I came to know that 40 and 60 is the ratio. I got a lot of
Hmm.
numericals. Paper was relatively on the higher or numerical oriented, higher side relative to my other counterparts or cohorts that those who have given the examination. So maybe it was because it was the last paper. Maybe that may be the reason for GARP to check more
Hmm.
to shift more of their patterns of testing. So I just
Okay.
went through all the 60 theoretical questions in first 1.5 hour. I checked the
Okay.
clock. It was done in 60 questions were done in 90 minutes. And then a lot of time
Okay.
was left for me for the numericals and then I started numerical. And I thought that I will be able to do all the numerical in the time because I had a lot of time, but no, numericals took a lot of time. And for me, though I was very comfortable with numericals, but yes, it was taking time because some calculations was there and some tough questions were there. Some some straightaway questions were there with formula oriented, just plug and play
Okay.
type and still some questions were linked. Two three parameters were to be checked and in fact in
Okay.
numerical papers in numerical also you have to calculate all the ratios like sharp trainer. You have to calculate all the four ratios to get the correct answer. That
Right.
thing was taking time, so I exhausted and 100 question I was just left with only 5 minutes when I completed all the questions. I
Okay.
didn't take I was not in there was not I was not in position to review any question. But
So
yes, it was an
you talked about
easy go.
calculation being slightly tough. So what about
Slightly,
theory?
sir. Sir, theory was easy for me because I have read a lot. I have written a lot.
Okay.
I I was pretty confident on theoretical part because I watch your videos also, sir, twice. First time,
Oh,
first time I watched when I was writing with the speed of 1.25, and then whenever I thought that any topic we need special attention, I watched the videos again with the speed of 1.5. I was
okay.
pretty weak in Bayes theorem probability, so I done probability chapter again video twice because this was my problem with school time. I didn't get
Yeah,
probability.
that's okay.
Never, I
So
never got
now when you
probability correct.
okay, but when you came out of the exam center now, and what was the confidence level, or how many rights you will get out of 100? Was there any number in your mind?
Yes, sir. I was confident about 60. I know that I will get 55 to 60. Just like GAR paper, I got 55 and 57 in GAR papers, and I was confident that
Hmm.
here also I will get because theoretical questions I was very confident, and numerical also I was pretty confident that I have out of 40 I have done 20 correct, and rest 20 they just took my time. There was no result. In sometimes out of all the four options, none of them was matching my answer. So yes, but I was pretty confident in my theoretical part, so I was thinking that I can clear this time.
And
I
did
was
you
not expecting,
found huh,
I was
you're
not
not
expecting
expecting?
everything in first quartile, but I was expecting that
Hmm.
I can get it.
Okay, okay. Now, when you went of the out of the exam, did you found in the exam, did you found anything outside Swagger?
Uh, yes, sir. One or two topics were there
Hmm.
which I have never read in Swazzer.
Okay.
And also during in mock papers, GARP mock papers, there was one or two numerical which was directly from GARP core question, core book, but they were not in Swazzer.
Hmm.
Like calculation of VAR using historical method. Uh, not no, not VAR. Actually, it was a calculation of next day estimate or whatever we call it. That last initial days, the data is this, and after 1 year the data
Ga
will be this.
are you
This was
talking about
available in
Garch,
GARP.
EWMA?
Yeah, they were all from books of Caesar. Caesar is enough,
Okay.
sir. Caesar
So
is enough
basically,
for preparation.
one or two question, but the rest 98 questions were there from Swagger, so you can
Yes, yes,
definitely
yes,
rely on it. Okay.
definitely, sir. Everything was there from Caesar. One or two questions is actually exceptions are always there. They may have asked something or any theory.
To make it
Machine learning
slightly
was
tough for
added.
you also.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes,
slightly
sir.
tough for you that
We
way. Now, when the result has come out, 1, 3, 1, 2. So book two, slightly lower, but all the other books are really good. And what has been the reaction of people around you, your friends, family, office people?
my office people were especially very happy for me because they know that I have worked really hard in last 4 months. And the friends who were very close to me, my family, my wife, they know that how much time I am dedicating. In fact, family time also got sacrificed many of the times, and friends time
Right.
also got sacrificed many of the times. So they were really happy. I was not confident; they were more confident. They were more than enough confident for me. Rather, I was not confident that I will be able to clear the exam. But they were very happy for
Okay.
me, and with the quartiles also, I was happy. I was just for the book two. I thought I have given a lot of time in the book two, but still I got three. But it's okay. There may be some mistakes
Ultimately,
done
it's the
by me.
pass.
Ultimately, it's the
Ultimately,
pass.
it's
Yes, sir.
pass. Yes, yes. And now, if I ask you, give me three tips from your own experience how to prepare for FRM level one.
Sir, for FRM level one, consistency is the key, I thought. Consistency helped me a lot in building. Study patterns and study types really is a matter of each individual. They have their own patterns, their own lifestyle, their own. Somebody is able to wake up in the morning, somebody can do late night studies. That doesn't matter,
Right.
but consistency is the key. First, you must study every day. Try to study
Hmm.
every day, even if you miss 1 or 2 days, but don't give a break too long. Yeah, much longer that will hamper the process of study or preparation. Consistency was the first key, and second, I I want to tell that give 15 to 20 days for revision, because the syllabus is vast, and we tend to lose things. We tend to forget things, and there are some topics which require attention for 2 3 times. There are some topics which are very tricky, because GARP usually connects everything. They are not
Hmm.
asking any question from one book or book number two. This question is from book number two direct. If you leave numericals, in my case, 40 numericals, 60 other questions were connected. And 60 questions out of 60, 20 were straightforward, 40 were connected throughout the curriculum. Means one question, there was four options, and options one, two from book two, option three from book four. And that's the way they are connecting the
Okay.
questions and the answers, so that you have to learn everything. You cannot leave anything. You cannot just go uh, take it any topic for granted. Every learning objective is as important as any other topic. So
Okay.
that was the plus point with me, that I was able to complete everything. I was, at least I learned, and at least I had information or idea about in every topic. That was the main issue with me. And thirdly, I would like to say, being a professional, and many students, many uh, uh, students are trying to complete the FRM while their jobs.
Hmm.
So I have I have already said that time management is major issue with us,
Right.
and many of us are working on Saturday, Sunday also. Public sector banks are really facing
Hmm.
the issue. So
Right.
I would like to tell that take your time out of your schedule, whatever it will be. You have to take your time for your study, because anything which you leave, or the course
Hmm.
cannot be taken for granted. It needs hard work. And being
And
away from study for last 10 years, just doing job and job, because we are not in that stage that we are just young kids and just students. We cannot call ourselves students. We are professionals now. So for challenges is more for us, the students like us who are going for FRM, because 1 or 2 year of hard work will later pay. But it's not that you can just take it for granted and study one hour, 2 hour, and you can just think that I will be able to clear. No, it's not like that. Without a
you have to be
mentor, or
serious.
without, yes, you have to be serious.
Ha.
Without a mentor, without a proper study plan, you will not be able to clear it. Because I faced in first 1.5 month of my study, I was not able to get anything. And then I faced also that period, that when I started to think that it's very easy, just because of the plan, just because the way I was preparing, and just because the things I was following, just because of the mentor was good, the videos were excellent. So I came to know that no, it's easy. It's easy because it can be done. It's not like that
Okay.
it's very hard. No, no, it's not like that. But yes, it requires your time.
And one last question now. You have also given IIBF question exam. How different is IIBF from FRM? Or basically, how FRM is different from
Sir,
IIBF courses?
FRM is follows the pattern, US pattern. I mean, everything is
Okay.
there in dollars, and IIBF everything is in rupees. First thing is that it is
Hmm.
very local, very Indian, and most of the questions, most of the exam. I have read risk management book from IIBF also. Macmillan book is some writer. Macmillan books
Hmm.
we follow for risk management in IIBF course. So that book, everything, Basel and every norms, everything is there in rupees, and very Indian economic centric and global. FRM is very global. I mean, there is everything with the view of the world. With the
Hmm.
perspective there is huge, and it's not localized. It is not concentrated in any one country or other country. It's very global framework. So
Right.
examination patterns do differ. Exams are tough. Indian IIBF risk management course is relatively very easy. I can say that, although I am saying that after clearing FRM 1, it's not the case for the new students. But yes, uh, anyone who will go for FRM will find it hard, and rather than contrasting with IIBF papers. IIBF papers I have cleared
Okay.
2 or 3, JIB, CIB, everything, international trade finance, and one more course I forgot. I cleared everything, but they were relatively. less demanding.
Easy.
They need
Hmm.
15, 20 days of your study, and you can crack it. No issues.
Okay. 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 And thank you, Animesh. I mean, for giving us such a detailed interview and talking about your own experience and also like how you prepared along with being a banker. Because a
Yes,
lot of bankers right now are facing that issue that they're not finding time to upskill themselves or learn themselves. You have been able to dedicate that time, and like you said, from 9 to 1 you were sitting. This is really exceptional because you had that fire to go and clear the exam. So definitely this interview is going to motivate a lot of bankers in the future to come and give this exam. Thank you very much for your detailed
yes.
interview.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.